Hi, it's Kim here from the Time Simulator. Today we're looking at some new features of the Finish Line Trainer, in particular the ability to guess who you think is going to finish, which lane is going to finish first, and some associated scoring and results around that. So if you want to try out this demo, use the link below in the description, and it is designed for desktop browsers, so it will not work on your mobile phone. So just remember that, desktop browsers only if you want to try this demo. Okay, so let's have a quick recap. So with the Finish Line Trainer, what we're doing is we're generating random runs so that you can improve your finish line driving. So we need to choose which lane we're in. And so in this instance, we're in the left lane, our vehicle. Choose a minimum maximum range for the reaction time, which is then randomly generated between these 2 points. Set your dial in, then your predicted DT. So that's what you think, what you think the vehicle is going to run, and then a spread. Now the spread is a number below and above the predicted ET, and it's randomized. So in this instance, if it was the random number was 100th, it could be the vehicle could run a 488 or a 490, for example. We do the same over here for the right lane. Realism settings, they're on their way. These are new. They're not working yet, but they will be soon. So this makes it more difficult, the Finish Line Trainer. So are we limited to the driver's point of view only, full speed replay, or are we able to slow it up and slow it down, and whether or not you can pause a run. Over here is also new. This is the summary of the score. So the number of races, the number of correct guesses that you've made. There'll be a percentage here. Total score, and I'll come back to that in a minute, an average score per run, and an average distance per run, which is the average distance is how far away from the finish line did you make your guess. The scoring itself is 100 points for a correct guess, minus 100 for an incorrect guess. Now there's also, if you guess correctly, there's a bonus of 1 point for every foot you are away from the finish line. So if you're 50 feet away from the finish line and you pressed, you selected the left lane, and you were correct, you get 150 points, up to a maximum of 100 points. So the total score per run, maximum score is 200 points for a correct guess. So let us have a go at one of the races. So I press play. The interface is, nothing's changed on the interface here, except that what you need to do is, if you think the left lane is going to finish first, press the Z key. If you think the right lane is going to finish first, press the X key. So I'm going to press play here. So it's randomized a run for me. Press play. Now I have to guess which one I think is going to finish first. So do I think it's left lane or right lane? Left lane or right lane? Right lane. Oof. 8 thousandths there, so that was the win margin. So I chose right, it was correct, and it was 92 feet from the finish line when I made that decision. So my total score is 192. So let's refresh and try that again. Press play. So now it's randomized the run again. Left or right, left or right, left or right, right. Oh, it was 8 thousandths again. Let's say, so I click right, which was correct. Distance was 140 feet from the finish line, which gives me a maximum score of 200. Let's try that again. Refresh, play. Let's see if I can get an incorrect result here. Okay, I think right again might be wrong. No, it was right. Okay, correct guess again. I'm going to try and see if I can get an incorrect guess here. Yeah, okay. No, I was right again. 6 thou. These runs are very close. What I might do is I might make it a bit more variable here. So let's say just make the reaction time not particularly good. That means this guy is probably going to finish second all of the time. Let's try that again. So if I choose left now, I should probably lose. I may have an incorrect guess. So I'm going to choose left. So, yep, I was incorrect. So I guessed 121 feet from the finish line, and I just got a score of -100. So you can see the difference there between a correct and an incorrect guess. Now, if I refresh the run here and just play and don't press anything, I will get an automatic incorrect guess. So here we go. No guess. I was 0 feet from the finish line, and my score is -100. So if we go back now to the finish line entry screen, oops. So we can see that there were 6 races in total that we've run. I had 4 correct guesses, which gives me a percentage of 66. That's my total score. That's my average score per run and my average distance from the finish line when I made my guess. If you want to look at the individual results, you just click the results button, and you get correct is a 1, incorrect is a 0. Now I'm going to tidy this up obviously and make it more readable. The lane that I chose, the distance from the finish line, and the points I received. Let's just try something different here. So we're going to switch to the right lane, because in this instance now we're being chased. I might just make this not as wide, make it 300s. Leave everything else the same. Press play. So now we're in the right lane, and I find personally that it is more challenging to guess who's going to finish first when you're being chased. I find that my percentage correct is lower, and also my distance to the finish line is also lower. Now there's a number of camera angles that you can use for this. There's the point of view camera angle. So if in this camera, with this type of camera, you just click the left mouse button and you can move side to side like that to look for your opponent. You can also use the head check, which is the camera is locked in the front view and you right click the mouse and hold it, and it looks at your opponent, it snaps around and looks at them just like you're looking over your shoulder. There's lookout, which locks on to your opponent. That means the camera or your eyes are always pointing at your opponent. Top down, which is a old favorite. This view is looking at the front wheels, and it locks onto the front wheels. So I might try the point of view camera first. So I'm just going to hit play. So in this one, I'm going to left click and I'm looking over my shoulder. I've got my fingers on the Z and X keys and X. I was correct, 2thou margin in this instance. So let's refresh. We'll change it to the head check mode, press play. So now I'm clicking the right mouse button to just snap around and look at my opponent, looking at the finish line, looking at my opponent, finish line. I chose the left lane in this instance, which was, as you can see, was incorrect. I finished first in this instance. So I had a score of -100. So if we go back to the results screen, we can see now that I've had 8 races, 5 were correct. That's my percentage, 62%, total score, average distance of 91 feet. So there you have it. That's the latest updates to the Finish Line Trainer. Next, I'll be working on, let's have a look, these realism settings here. And with the main time slip simulator, I'm also working on the back off calculations and the throttle stop. So I should have a video out in the near future. Okay, take it easy. Cheers, bye.